it was a little crazy because I couldn't really, because I was trying to get to a space where I can forgive her. I used to try to talk to her. You know, some people in my family that some foul things happen. You know, as family, those things should happen, but I don't know how you forgive somebody who had a malicious intent.
Y'all not Jeezy exposing Jeannie Mai for cheating on him. It's your girl Letitia, and y'all know I got the hottest tea, and today y'all won't believe the crazy tea I happen you when it comes to Jeezy's divorce from Jeannie Mai. After a million years, Jeezy is finally calling Jenny out and exposing her for shit. Know him with multiple men while they were married. And then she tried to gaslight him and emotionally manipulate him when he tried to leave y'all. Jeezy had stories for days on this tea and y'all won't buy. I'll leave the real identity of Jeannie's side piece.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write my list.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna forgive.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna forget.
But see, I'm looking in your eyes and I'm not really buying that.
I'm gonna forgive, but I'm not gonna forget.
Okay, so Jay-Z is finally opening up about his divorce from Jeannie Mai. And it looks like he finally confirmed that Jin Mai cheated on him, which was why he blindsided her with the divorce papers. It has been a hot minute since we heard anything about this divorce, so the fact that Jeezy is now finally choosing to speak on the matter tells us that he has been dying to get his side of the story out there. It turns out that Jeannie Mai was just as surprised by the divorce as the rest of us. She never saw a commie. And the divorce filing from Jeezy caught her completely off guard. We actually learned this a couple of weeks ago. And when I tell you that people were furious with Jeezy, I mean it looked like he didn't even take the time to have an honest conversation with her before initiating the divorce proceedings, which was the least he could have done if he was genuinely serious about ending their marriage. The whole situation has been an emotional roller coaster, and fans are left puzzled, wondering how a strong marriage could fall apart so suddenly at first. Most people had Jeannie's back in this case, and she appeared to be the victim. Being hit with such news out of the blue had to be one of the most hurtful things that happened to anyone, and fans rallied to her defense. I mean, a couple of days before he filed, she made a cute post on Instagram celebrating the success of his new book. She said, "Today, I celebrate a remarkable milestone achieved by my husband Jeezy, whose memoir Adversity for Ale has soared to the New York Times bestsellers list. This moment isn't just a testament to your literary skills, baby, but a recognition of your ability to inspire through the power of storytelling. I'm endlessly grateful for your voice in this world. Horror to walk beside you, my love. If you thought things couldn't get any worse, brace yourself, because as a lot as it turns out, Jeezy kept the divorce proceedings a secret from Jeannie for months. Shockingly, Jeezy had actually filed those divorce papers way back in June. What's even more surprising is that he had everything signed and notarized at that time, so for a solid 3 months, he carried the knowledge that he was heading for a divorce, all the while pretended to be the perfect husband and father to Jeannie and their daughter Monaco. It's really wild how he managed to keep up this charade for such an extended period without dropping a single hint, cause most of us would have spilled the tea. For sure, I know for sure that I couldn't keep my mouth shut for that long, because I would have cracked anyone who fans started to talk about how Jeezy was devious because he had made G change who she was when they got together, only for him to dump her after less than 2 years before they got together. G had been vocal about her reservations regarding marriage and how she never wanted to have children. However, once she fell for Jeezy, she went through a huge transformation, and it wasn't long before he managed to get her to change her mind about all that. But the big difference in her beliefs before and after their relationship makes it super clear that she made considerable sacrifices to make their union work.
We're grown. We're in our 40s. And what I think is that God somehow managed our timing so that we spent time after our long-term relationships. We both came from 10-year relationships. And we really worked on ourselves to really understand what healthy love is like.
Because they had such a beautiful love story at the beginning. They had both been in messy relationships, so it was great when they found each other. I mean, their first date literally lasted for 8 hours because they had a great connection and didn't want the date to end.
My girl, Jeannie Mai.
First day at the job, guys.
A proud Vietnamese girl. We're both first generation. I'm gonna have her hook me up with some Vietnamese.
You dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I.
It's pretty mind-blowing to hear someone say something like that, especially when they're married to a black man. But I guess it sort of falls in line with the rumors that have been floating around about Jeannie and Mario having a bit of a flirty thing going on, what takes this whole situation to a whole new level of crazy is that Mario seemed to have had some pretty close one-on-one moments with Jeannie's family, including her husband Jeezy, and people believe that there might have been some sneaky stuff happening between Mario and G while they were chilling with her husband and shockingly even her child. I mean, he even kissed her child. What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? This whole situation is Kardashian level drama. But hold on to your heads because it gets even more interesting. An insider spilled the beans to Entertainment Tonight and claimed that the divorce might have a different story behind it. According to this insider, it's all about different views and unmet needs, they say. Jeezy and G May's pending divorce stems from different views. They had different views, and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met. Now that's a far cry from cheating. And it has folks thinking that maybe Jeannie and her PR team were trying to do some damage control her year. Cheating allegations certainly didn't number on her public image, so it wouldn't be surprising if they were trying to clear the air. But wait, there's more drama. JY threw some serious shish Jeannie with his cryptic. See comment 2, focused on who I'm becoming to focus on who's not coming with me. It's pretty clear he's not happy with Jeannie, and he seems determined to get his own back by blindsiding her with the divorce. And to make things even more interesting, Tamar Braxton, who used to co-host with Jeannie on The Real, decided to join the conversation about the divorce drama, and she dropped a hint that maybe Jeannie was the one to blame for all of this. Now, if you've been following their history, it shouldn't be shocking that Tamar is pointing the finger at Jeannie. I mean, let's be real, those who never really got along, even when they were co-workers, they weren't shy about their mutual dislike, and Tamar was never once to me words, and she straight up told Jeannie to her face that she wasn't a fan.
Who I didn't hit it off well with at the beginning? Miss Persnippity over here, okay? She was Jeannie, honey.
Are you pointing at me?
Yes.
What's a parsnip?
She was real high sedity, Persnippity like.
I was?
You don't know me.
No, that's not true.
14,000 shows on TV.
You are lying.
When y'all file for divorce, it's over.
Yeah, because usually guys don't strike
y'all
first.
not emotional like that.
Nah, so whatever it was,
bad.
what could it have been? Right.
There's two reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went down. You think that was in love, I feel so bad for her.
You know, Tamar might be onto something with her take on this whole divorce drama. The way Jeezy's been handling things does hinted some feelings of betrayal. But hold on to your hats, for the plot twist. Insiders close to Mario has spilled the beans and confirmed the affair an anonymous source spilled. The beans revealing that Mario and G have supposedly been exchanging some seriously flirty texts for a while now, all while keeping it hush-hush. It's crazy how things turned out for them like that, because they had such a beautiful love story at the beginning. They had both been in messy relationships, so it was great when they found each other. I mean, their first date literally lasted for 8 hours because they had a great connection and didn't want the date to end.